Hey guys, Sonyx here. I hope you're having a beautiful day today. So we're going to be doing the updated tier list for Season 29. Now, it's been about 2 weeks now, and I've been able to play a ton of different legends. So I feel like I can give a pretty decent explanation of as to what each legend could be rated as. Now, these tier lists are always subjective, and I know people are going to get mad in the comments or whatever. But I'm going to try my best to explain the reasons why I chose to rank each legend the way that I rank them. So I'm just going to go in order, and I'm going to start with Bangalore here. And I think Bangalore is a pretty solid legend, but not the strongest assault legend anymore. Okay, so her ult just isn't as strong as Gibby's ult. Gibby's ult has the triple ult. I mean, Gibby got buffed a ton last season. And Bangalore, it's been a while since they gave Bang a little bit of love. And she's still really strong. She could break doors down with her smoke. She could get the reses off. But I think ultimately, I think there are just a little bit stronger potentials. Like Maggie's just a lot stronger than Bang. Because you can actually use the ult indoors to break stuff. And this can actually really knock people indoors and outdoors. Bangs is just kind of strong in kind of outdoor situations, and most people don't really get knocked by Bang ult. They just start to get pressured by it and then they run away. Maggie's is a ton different. So I think Bang is good for B. It matches her the first letter of the name there. Perfect. Now we have Rev. I think Revenant, as strong as he can be. Actually, you know what? I think he's pretty strong still. As weird as that is, he has the most HP out of every character here. Like, if Revenant here has purple armor, right, and he has the over armor amp, and then he's like, there's a conduit on him. I mean, I know that's a lot of ifs, right? But Revenant, and then he has his ult. Revenant is the tankiest legend here with movement. Yeah, I know Gibby can run super fast now, but he has to be holstered or something. But Revenant here, I mean, he's still strong. Now I know a lot of players don't run him anymore, but he's still really strong. In a clean 1v1, you will not win against a Revenant if they have max armor on you. So I think Revenant's still an A tier. I think Fuse, he just got buffed last season, but his ult is weak, man. Like, compared to the Motherload, the original ult, this thing is like, it's like it's like they nerfed the ult. I mean, his tack jump is cool, like you get a lot more movement that way, but the new ult is just, I mean, it's unbearable. Like, actually, I'm gonna put him down to C. Like, he is a very, very weak legend in terms of firepower. Like, he has nades and all that, but yeah, I think he's a perfectly C tier. If his ult got reworked to have his old ult, he'll easily go up to A tier, but his ult right now is terrible. When's the last time, if you guys remember, if you got killed by a Fuse ult, it's been a while now. It's been a while. So yeah, I think C tier is great for him. Maggie's next. Now Maggie, I think, is one of the solid legends in terms of having that really strong potential to actually push. Maggie is that initiator character. So I think Maggie's a solid A tier character. Her tack drills are still really powerful. Her ult's really great. Her perks are really strong. You could combo Maggie with some of the new characters too, just to push really aggro. Like, she has the movement because of her ball behind her actually drops a little thing, and you get fortified too. So she pairs really well with skirmisher legends right now. So I think Maggie's comfortably at A. I couldn't really argue anything greater than that because she's not broken, but she's strong for sure. Hard to fight. Now Ballistic needs some love, man. I rated Ballistic pretty high up last season, but I realized he is just, there's not much to his kit anymore that can kind of rival the newer, stronger legends, right? So I think Ballistic, needs some rework. He actually, out of all these legends, Bang got a rework a couple seasons back. Rev was probably the last one. No, actually, Rev has been getting slow nerfs throughout the time, but he's still strong. And then Maggie Maggie ended up getting a buff as well, and then Fuse last season, and then Ballistic I don't think I remember a time that he really got buffed. I mean, it's time. You know, the ult, whatever, like you get the infinite ammo. There's already infinite ammo amps in the game, right? And only he gets that golden weapon, so he's okay. I don't think he's that strong as a legend. There's really nothing going for him that's really all that. Like the attack is cool, like you can, you know, overheat people, but it's not really. I mean, they could just run away with if you have all these other movement legends, right? Pathy. Now, Pathy, I think Pathy is a solid B character. The reason why I don't rate him so high is because he, like Ballistic, has just... Well, actually, he did get some changes, I will say, and he's a very solid character. But in terms of actually true raw killing potential, it's hard to pair him up with someone like... let's see what another skirmisher here, you know, like Wraith's phase portal, right? That can literally, you could sit in there, right? The new perks, and you could be perfect, you know. With a zip, like you can get shot at really easily from that. From kind of that objective standpoint, right? Val can fly with the ult, and you know, Axel's ult can knock people, and you know, like Ash's ult, same thing. Like Wraith, he could just teleport. Like I mean, it's a little outdated now. Pathy's ult is a little bit outdated. It's hard to change a base model character abilities anyway, but I think it's time. I would like to see a rework more on Pathy as well to just really bring him back to the meta. Wraith, I think Wraith, the changes that they made to her last season weren't as impactful as I expected. She's strong, don't get me wrong, but yeah, you know what? Let's put her to A tier because her portal, that thing that when you can sit in the portal and you're not gonna get shot at, it's pretty strong. There's really nothing you can do once you're in that like the enemies can't kill you. They can chase you, but then your Wraith can make a pretty decent port, and you're gonna be kind of safe in that regard. So I think Wraith. I'm gonna move Pathy down a little bit, and then I'm gonna put Wraith down here. I don't think she's the strongest skirmisher, but she's a pretty decent one. Octane. Now, dude, sorry, man. Octane just keeps getting nerfed. I mean, we kind of saw this coming, right? You know, he got one of the strongest buffs, the double stim, and all these crazy perks. But I mean, I think Respawn understood, like, hey, we're doing a little too much now, and then they started to nerf him slowly. Each patch just started to kind of bring him down, which he's a still pretty solid legend. Actually, I'm gonna put him to B tier because he can compete with some of the other movement legends here, but he's just not the strongest movement legend that exists. So in a pure 1v1 situation, I think Octane can hold his own though. And actually, you know, I'm gonna bring Octane up because he is a pretty solid A tier legend. It just kind of sucks that they did kind of remove a lot of his stuff. It's hard. If there's like an A between A and B, then I would put him, but I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna keep him at B. If I change him later, we'll see. Horizon, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna put Octane at A, and then we're gonna put Horizon at B because Horizon, does her gravity thing where she can fly in the air for long periods of time, like the whole lifeline passive thing, that got nerfed. So she's not as strong to be able to do that extensively anymore. And she just doesn't feel like that much of a stronger repositioning legend compared to, like I said, you know, Pathy or not a Pathy, Wraith or Valk or, you know, even Alter. We'll get to that in a little bit. I think Ashe is strong. She's not broken, but she's back. She got a tiny little bit of buffs this season for her dash. But actually, I tried it out in the range, and it's not that extensively. She's not back yet. There's going to be a tipping point in which I feel like she can be back, but at this time, she's not at that level where I feel like she's completely back. So I think B is a solid place for Ashe because her cooldown for her dash just barely got touched, but nothing really else. I mean, she's not where she was when she had the double ult and then the double you know, dashes. That was insane. Like Ashe was broken then. Okay, we have Alter. All right, this one is a very interesting one because she got nerfed heavily. She can't use her. You can't use the the portal, your ult anymore to recall yourself. You have to be recalled by a teammate that's still up. If you're down, you can't use it. And she doesn't have the double ults anymore. She's just a lot weaker in terms of team-wide utility. But in terms of 1v1 potential, she is still pretty strong in 1v1 because of her attack. Attack is still one of the most powerful attacks in the game. So I think I could put her with Ashe right now. That she's just pretty decently strong on her own, but in terms of team-wide utility, she isn't the strongest legend for repositioning anymore, and fallbacks and all that. So really pretty decent legend. Skirmishers will naturally rise to the top. You guys can tell because I mean they are skirmisher legends. They are really strong. Their movement is everything in Apex. I'm just not gonna talk about that because that's I'm just kidding. Yeah, Axel, I mean, I feel like this is the newest legend, right? The new kid on the block. She is strong, right? Her attack she's faster than Octane. Her ult can, if it works, sometimes, you know what? I'd want to bring her down here when her ult does not work. Because sometimes I'll pop the ult and they literally just, there's someone in front of me and it just, all right, peace out. It doesn't even register them. So sometimes she's down here if her ult doesn't work. But if most of the time, I mean, her ult works, she's insanely broken. Once you're hit with that, you're pretty much dead. And then with the perks of being able to kind of like, if you have a Spitfire with 50 ammo, with a magazine, right? And if you have that perk to the sliding shooter perk, whatever, you can get 75 bullets on that Spitty because it uses half of your magazine and it drains it from your backpack before actually using the mag. I mean, it's broken, guys. I've used a Devo on it and you get like up to like 60 to 70 bullets on there. And it's I have no words, guys. It's Axel is broken this season. They're probably gonna rework her. Bloodhound, as much as they've been working on Bloodhound, man, Bloodhound just don't match. Like it's just there's nothing about Bloodhound that says like, hey, this is a strong legend. They've been trying. Unless you start making Bloodhound being able to start flying with a crows or something or teleport or something, it's just hard to keep up. Bloodhound is one of the OG legends are kind of naturally fall to the bottom unless they've been crazily reworked. That's the thing. Like Ashe, before she got reworked, she didn't even have a dash or anything like that, so she was down here. And then they reworked her and she got back up here because she had crazy movement. So Bloodhound has been trying to get reworks, but it wasn't powerful enough to just bring Bloodhound up top. So unfortunately, Bloodhound's just going to stay here at E tier. Crypto, unfortunately, he's a great legend. But for me, every time I've been with the Crypto, they're in the drone, on their little iPad drone, and they're just not helping me out. I mean, we're stuck with a 2v3. He's technically a good legend, because he can scan really well. But yeah, let's just put him up here. He's a little bit better than Bloodhound, but in terms of scanning ability, but he's just lacks a little bit of the movement. He can stay invisible, which is cool, and he can do insta reses. But he's just not. I don't think for me, he's just not all the way there. And okay, sorry guys. This is a personal opinion, but Valkyrie is still one of the best legends in the game. Like I'm being frankly honest about how powerful Valk really is. She is a mix of, come on guys, a mix of skirmisher. She can fly. She has an ult that can beat all the skirmisher ults. Like she can travel the furthest, right? And she can team-wide repositioning. Her tactical missiles she can launch, and that's basically like an assault ability, right? And then she can scan. She's a recon legend, bro. She is like all these legends combined. Like it's insane. Valkyrie is still on top. No words for that. I mean, I'm a Valkyrie main for a reason. Look at my profile picture if you guys are curious. I think we're just gonna go ahead and put Seer back in the bottom there. Yeah, it's just, I'm sorry. Yeah, Seer is just not strong either. These kind of, if you look at these, this kind of matches the pick rates this season as well. And there's a reason for that, because most players just genuinely don't perform well on these players. So Seer is very weak still. I feel like he was strong during release, and they've tried to rebuff him, and then they nerfed that buff, and then so it's just he just fell back down at the bottom. Vantage got buffed this season, but she still feels not there. She's stronger, don't get me wrong. She has a 2x now on her ult, and she can kind of land gracefully without having that horizon passive, but she still feels weak. Weirdly, I'm not sure why. So there's something about her that still feels off, but she's getting stronger. It's just this one is more of a feel. There's no actual objective standpoint. I just feel like she's not as strong as she could be. Sparrow, crazy enough, Sparrow is still a goated legend. He has basically what Ash used to kind of have, like the kind of instant dash. He can just keep double jumping nonstop. That type of movement on a legend is just it's unmatched, Like that's why I put Valkyrie up here, because her passive is insane. You have a jetpack that just refills, so as soon as you land on the ground and just gotta wait a second, and then you could just fly all the way to Narnia. It's insane. So that's why I put here, because his ult is still really strong for pushes and defense, and then the fact that you get a double jump is still really powerful as well. I think Gibby is a lot stronger now. He's one of the stronger healer legends for sure. I don't think he is the strongest healer legend, because that opinion changed this season a lot. But he's strong. Don't get me wrong. He's a lot stronger than he once was, because he has the triple ults, and then he has the ability to just run really fast. He's faster than Octane right now. If you have your weapon holstered, or if you have a shotgun with that specific perk, he is insanely strong. And so Gibby is up there. Lifeline, I will say Lifeline kind of isn't as strong, because Gibby kind of overshadowed her for a little bit. I see a lot more Gibbies than Lifelines now, especially because Gibby, like I said, has the speed, and he has the revive potential with the dome, and his dome can do what Lifeline does with the double heals. And so I think Gibby's just a little bit stronger, which is crazy to say. I would never say that before, but hey, metas change, right? Mirage, I think, is a solid legend no matter what he can do. I mean, he's a solid B tier legend, right? He has great team play potential, the bamboozles, invisible reses, but you have to do it right. You can't just be a Mirage randomly and just pick up Mirage and you can be a goated Mirage. It takes a lot of finesse, a lot of time, and there's some really goated Mirage mains out there, but I don't think, like I said, Gibby is still the strongest revive legend as of right now. I think Newcastle matches that potential though. Because with the revive shield that he has and he can move around, that matches Gibby's kind of strong playstyle as well. I mean, these guys are both fortified too. They can tank. Correct me if I'm wrong. 15% more, and then they don't get slowed by bullets. So yeah, these guys are the tanky boys here. And then Loba, I think Loba kind of needs a rework for sure. She has great potential to be able to be a healer, but she kind of hasn't been really, reworked at all. So I think it's time that Loba gets a little bit of a change, because her playstyle is more so for looting, which these guys are more of the aggro push, and she has the bracelets, don't get me wrong, but it's not like a team-wide utility thing until you have the ult. Guys, Conduit is insane this season. I'm telling you, it's not even funny. There's a perk in Conduit that gives you that, like, if you pop your, I think it's enduring something. If you pop it, and you're getting damage while you have your tac open, which most likely you probably always will. You already have 2 tacticals, by the way. They updated this season. You start gaining your shields back while you're taking damage. That means if enemies start shooting at you, the damage that you take from them, you start getting the damage. You start healing up. Like your shields go up. Like it's like a life steal drain thing. It's insane. What the hell is that? So yeah, that's powerful. And then obviously Conduit has the 2 tacs, like I said, and then with power booster amp, it's game over. Honestly, like Conduit it's really, really, really strong of a legend right now. Probably the strongest healer legend as of this time, for good measure. Yeah, exactly. I think Caustic is annoying to fight. But unfortunately, controller legends are just gonna fall lower in the tier list here. I haven't even put anyone in an F tier. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and put Bloodhound there. Sorry. Sorry about that. Actually, let's just make Bloodhound and Seer. Yeah, sorry. They need some love. I don't know. I want to save E tier. I think let's do Caustic. Yeah, Caustic is still still pretty cool. He's just annoying to fight. Like, you guys know how it is with Caustic, but I don't think he is like necessarily. Actually, his ult is really strong. I mean, that thing can and the gas is really strong. I think Watson is one of the strong controller legends this season. They did some really strong buffs for Watson, and she is. I mean, she's back. Watson. It's hard to fight it. It's annoying to fight a Caustic, but it's even more annoying to fight a really good Watson player, especially in this season when she got buffed. So Watson just looks a little bit stronger than Caustic, and then I think Rampart kind of fell off. I mean, she got buffed during the Valk and Horizon season, but she I mean, she's still her. You'll just die if you use your ult incorrectly, you know, because of the spin up time, and you just have no movement. You know, we've tried doing movement with Axel tacticals with this, tried, and it still feels super slow, super sluggish. So I think D tiers. If we have our first E tier, there we go. Catalyst, I think Catalyst is pretty solid, nothing crazy. We're going to keep Catalyst at a solid C tier. She does not compete as strong, I feel like, as Caustic and Watson, but she's a pretty solid legend, so we're going to keep her at C tier. Nothing impressive, nothing crazy, but she gets the job done when she needs to. So I think that's a pretty solid list. I don't think I would change anything here. Let me know what your thoughts are. I know we're going to get a lot of strong opinions on this, but this is just what I kind of have been feeling the past 2 weeks since I've been playing and just understanding kind of like how the meta's been working. So let me know what your thoughts are, and I'm going to be doing a weapons tier list soon, and if that video's out, you'll see it in front of your screen here. Other than that, here's the most recent Axel guide I dropped this season, because she is absolutely broken, so you're going to want to watch this video as well before she gets nerfed, which she probably will, because she's insane. So I'll see you guys in that video. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.